What if I told you that most people lose money when they invest? In this video, I'm going to give you 5 brutally honest truths that will separate you from the 90% who fail. Yes, that's right. From ditching your emotions to mastering patience, stick around because the most important lesson comes at the very end. And trust me, it's the one thing that could make or break your financial future. Without any further discussions, let's go into the 5 steps and truths that you must learn to become a good investor. First, get rid of emotions. One of the biggest mistakes you can make in investing is letting emotions control your decisions. Here's the thing, markets don't care about your feelings. You can have a fantastic month, make 10k, feel like you're on the top of the world, and then, without a warning, lose it all the next. Highs and lows will mess with your head if you let them. When you're driven by fear or greed, you end up panic selling when things dip or chasing after hot stocks at their peak. Both are losing strategies. The most successful investors are the ones who approach the market with a cold, calculated mindset. No excitement, no panic, just numbers and strategy. Master that and you've already separated yourself from the crowd. If you want to learn more about emotions, not only emotions in the market, be sure to check out the books that I put in the descriptions. These are not mine, but I read them and I find them very good. So, let's get it straight. The idea of getting rich overnight is a fantasy. Yes, it is a fantasy. And yes, you'll see headlines about people who made a fortune on a single trade or crypto play, 100x meme coin. But for every one of those, there are countless others who lost everything. It's like playing the lottery. Sure, someone wins, but it's probably not going to be you. The reality is, real wealth is built over years, sometimes decades. It's about consistent contributions, reinvesting dividends, and letting compound interest work its magic. It's not exciting, but it's how most millionaires are made. If you're in this for the long haul, you're already ahead of the crowd that's chasing fast cash. Let's get directly to the next point. Here's the truth a lot of people ignore. No one can perfectly time the market. Not even the experts. Trying to buy at the absolute bottom and sell at the top is impossible to do consistently. But here's the good news. You don't need to. Time in the market is way more important than timing the market. The longer you stay invested, the more your money compounds and grows, despite short-term ups and downs. Those who constantly jump in and out trying to time the perfect trade usually end up missing the best days of the market. So instead of stressing over the exact right moment to buy or sell, focus on staying invested for the long term. History shows those who ride the waves tend to come out on top. Yes, here is what I already talked about in the intro. This is a hard pill to swallow, but it's true. 80 to 90% of people lose money in the market. Why? Because they don't have a plan. They chase the latest trends, panic when the market dips, and make emotional decisions that cost them. If you're serious about being in that top percent, you need to do the opposite. I mean, sticking to a strategy, avoiding the hype, and staying disciplined when others are panicking. It's not glamorous, and it won't make headlines, but it will protect your money. And remember, you don't need to beat the market every single time. You just need to avoid the major mistakes that most people make. And let's get to probably one of the most important rules in the market. Everyone loves the idea of massive returns, but there is the catch. The bigger the potential reward, the bigger the risk. It's a classic risk-reward trade-off. Sure, investing in risky assets can lead to huge payoffs, but they can also wipe out if you're not careful. Before you dive head first into something just because it promises sky-high returns, ask yourself if you can handle the downside. If you, for example, lose all your money, can you stomach the potential losses? Are you diversified enough to absorb the hit if things go south? The key is balancing risk with reward and not going all in on high risk plays without a safety net. Remember, greed can be just as dangerous as fear in investing. Now, to the last and probably most important points of all. Most people don't know what's best to invest in. They hear about crypto on that side, about stocks on that side, and about real estate in the middle. But you don't know. Here is the final truth. Most people don't actually know what's best to invest in for them. Everyone's situation is different. What works for one person may not work for another. Too often, people blindly follow advice from friends, family, or even social media influencers, without understanding their own financial goals, risk tolerance, or time horizon. This is why so many investors fail. They're not investing for their specific needs. If you want to build a portfolio that works for you, one that's designed around your goals and risk profile, then you need a plan. And if you're ready to take that next step, check out my video, Building the Ultimate Investing Portfolio, where I give you a step-by-step guide on how you can build your portfolio. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.